I think performance with both posterity and secure action has been very strong. We've had very high pressure. We're testing posterity and secure action at multiple rates, multiple reapplication intervals, and I think in all those cases it has performed very well and is compared very favorably to some of the products on the market that we consider standards right now.
Hey everybody, it's Seth Jones, Editor-in-Chief of Golfdom Magazine. I'm out here in beautiful Banff, Alberta at the Canadian Golf Superintendents Show. And it's my pleasure to be joined by Rhett Evans, a friend of superintendents around the world, CEO of the GCSAA. Rhett, what a view, what a place. We could only have this conversation here, so thanks for coming out and seeing me.
No kidding, isn't this cool?
Not bad, not bad. So, great show so far. Good to see you out here.
Yeah.
Of course, you're traveling all over the place, so I see you everywhere. But the conversation I've been dying to have with you and ask you is, early on in this PGA Tour season, there's been a lot of violence towards golf courses, and you know, it just and obviously it's not, you know, we know it's not cool. But I'm just wondering. My first question for you is, does the GCSAA have an official stance on, you know, say no to beating up your, you know, hey Bryson, hey Sergio, you know, what do you guys do, what's your, as having your position in the industry, what's your take on what they're doing, what the big guys are doing on the PGA Tour?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's unacceptable. You know, I mean, we all work in an environment where we've got to control our tempers, we've got to, you know, control our emotions, whether you're in an office or in their case, their office is the golf course. And, you know, and our members take obviously great pride in maintaining the golf course. They put a lot of time, a lot of effort into creating those playing surfaces that, especially the ones they're playing on, are the best in the world. And so, you know, to disrespect, I guess, you know, what our members do and the efforts they put in so they can enjoy their round and make a good living doing it is disappointing. And certainly, you know, we want to continue to, you know, do what we can to share really the story of what superintendents do and how important it is to really respect and help maintain those greens and those playing surfaces, and you don't do it by beating them up.
And that's, you said something that caught my ear, you know, do what you can. You know, I'm a big Jayhawk fan, and I want to tell Bill Self how to do his job all the time, and it would involve playing Diedrich Lawson a little bit less, I will say, but he obviously isn't taking my call.
No,
I don't see Bryson or Sergio taking anybody's call. I mean, they're you know, they're independent contractors. They're doing their job. They're on the tour. They have their tour card. Is there? I mean, do you guys? Is it worth shouting out to people, or do you think is it best to just kind of be like just doing what you can do?
At the end of the day, and you know, and I appreciate the fact that, you know, they came and they apologized, and you know, and they have a deep respect for superintendents. You know, at the end of the day, that it was not about disrespecting superintendents, or that's what their anger was about. You know, they're competitive, and you know, and they let the anger and let their emotions get the best of them. And so, I think you know, we all need to hear that. You know, at times that, you know what, at a basketball game or your son's little league game or whatever the case is, there's times where we let our emotions get the best of us. And so, you know, that reminder to those guys that, hey, you need to keep those in check is certainly, you know, something that I know that the tour talked to them about, and that's their responsibility, and ours is to continue to maintain the greens and do what we can to give them the best playing conditions. And so, you know, at the end of the day, that's kind of where it's at.
So here's a thought, and I'm just spitballing with you now. You remember when Camilo Villegas came on to the tour?
Oh yeah,
and he was
I
doing.
played a pro-am with him.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah.
and he was doing the Spider-Man thing
Yeah.
on the greens, right?
Yeah.
And then how many times did you go out to the country club and you saw somebody trying to read greens, like
Yeah.
you know? So it kind of like catches on. Do you think, is it too far of a stretch for me to say, I hope because I mean, sometimes you see like the guy who wants to look like the tour pro, he's already dressing like a PGA Tour player,
right.
and now are they gonna, you know, is it too much to try? Am I making a leap to think that we're going to see a lot of country club guys like you know, like
Yeah, Seth, I sure hope that's not the case. But again, I think we've all played, you know, with someone that has thrown a club or, you know, thrown a ball in the pond or, you know, or done something stupid. And, you know, again, it's that constant, you know, reminder that we need to ourselves and to those that we're playing with. as members, when we see other other folks doing that, we need to say, hey, let's just relax a little bit. It's just golf, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm hopeful that that doesn't create or give anyone the license to go and do that, because at the end of the day, it's not right.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't happen.